everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Chade Reyna. Now, why would you stay up until 3 a.m.? Well, probably because you're doing bad things with great people. But sometimes it's because something spooky is happening to you and you just can't fall asleep. Or maybe you're looking for trouble in all the right places. There's a lot of strange things that go on during the witching hour, and you guys seem to be really interested in it because we just made a list about it, and it was so popular that we're bringing you today's list of top 10 scary things that happened at 3 a.m. part 2. This entire list is going to be girls walking around holding their heels after the clubs close at 2 a.m. and they can't find an Uber. No, I'm just joking around, but make sure you stick around for number 2 because it's going to make you think twice about walking around late at night. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a great way to get to know myself and the other hosts a little bit better, and without taking any longer, let's get into this list. Number 10, St. John's Mercy Hospital. Oh, hospitals are a hotbed for all sorts of weird things. I mean, people die in them every day. There has to be a bunch of ghosts and ghouls hanging around. If you die in a hospital, it must be like waking up in the middle of Mardi Gras when you become a ghost. Thousands of people just confused trying to find their friends. That's basically every festival I've ever been to. So a hospital at 3 a.m. must be the best place to catch some eerie things happening. Well, this hospital had what looks like a ghost browsing through a magazine. I mean, that's not the scariest thing a ghost could do. I guess ghosts get bored in the afterlife as well. Well, this ghost kind of flips through some pages slowly like it's browsing an IKEA catalog for some sort of paranormal bed frame, and then out of nowhere, the whole room starts getting tossed. Everything's flying around like a wrestler with a good insurance policy. Turns out this wasn't a ghost at all, but a tornado came barreling through the town and smacked right into this hospital in the middle of the night. Number 9, Summer Night Knocking. Summer nights as a kid were the best. School was done and you could stay up as late as you want, doing whatever. You could be out riding bikes, or you could just be binging food and watching movies until you pass out like a drunk bachelor. This Redditor was having a good night until there was a strange knock at the door in the middle of the night. It was submitted by Redditor Deadman V. He said he was chilling in his room late at night and he heard his younger brother calling to him from the living room. He went to check on his brother, and his brother told him that there was a knocking at the door, so Deadman V went to go inspect. When he looked out the window that's right next to the door, he saw a young boy smiling back at him through the window. The kid was probably 11 or 12 years old. This obviously freaked him out, so he ran up to his parents' room with his little brother to tell them what had happened. His parents went to go check if the little boy was there, and he was gone. Little did they know, they just let a ghoul into their home. No, I'm just kidding. The kid ended up being a neighbor, and he was sneaking out at night trying to spook people. The classic prank of a smiling kid at the front door in the middle of the night. Gets them every time. Number 8, Roadblock. When you're driving at night, you gotta be super careful. You can't see well and your chances of running into a wild animal goes up tenfold. This was caught on a driver's dash cam. He was driving along when he comes across what looks like a roadblock set up with some traffic cones. But there's no cops around. Instead, there's a hooded man with some 2007 styled baggy pants who starts walking up to the car. Okay, if you're gonna try and pull this trick, maybe don't look like every dude who robs a convenience store and is late on his 5 kids' child support payments. As this rap video background actor starts approaching the car, the driver asks him a couple times what's going on. After a few non-responses, he decides that this is too much of a sketch fest and he speeds off out of there. Thank God this guy was probably too dumb to pull off this heist for real. Number 7, peacocks. Alright guys, I'm about to educate you. So this one was submitted to Reddit by Redditor Catch Aaron the Sly. She was visiting her grandma way up in the country, and the thing about her grandma is she has a bunch of pet peacocks. I can't wait to get old. You can stop caring about what other people think about you and be like, yeah, I want a bunch of peacocks because that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't care if people want to have sex with me anymore. I'm a peacock lady now. It must be so freeing. Well, late one night she was on her grandma's porch when she started to hear what sounded like someone crying out in pain. This started going on long enough that it scared the hell out of her and she ran inside. She found out later that peacocks cooing sound exactly like a person crying out for help. I bet you didn't know that. Number 6, Slender Man at a hotel. Didn't Slender Man start as some sort of Reddit rumor? I'm not really sure on this one. Please let me know in the comments because I know I'm gonna forget. But what I do know about him is he's supposed to be some sort of supernatural being that likes to eat people or absorb them, and he looks like the cross between a faceless albino and a guy with a wicked tailor. And he might have been spotted in this hotel. A security guard was up late one night when he saw what looks like to be a tall man walking in the background of security camera footage. The part that was really freaking him out about this is there wasn't anyone else working in the hotel at this time, and this tall skinny man was spotted in an area where only workers can get to. So was this a supernatural being, or was this just a mistaken identity? Number 5. Fence jumper. If you look longingly out your window, most people think you're gonna look up at the stars and find true love. Well, sometimes you just see someone running for their life. Yeah. Redditor Zappa_07 was peering out his window when he saw someone jump a fence into his backyard. This guy was running around all scared. He hid in his backyard and then jumped into his neighbor's backyard. I want to speculate on what's going on here, but I know a dude running from the cops when I see one. This guy was trying to make a break for it. Number 4. Gas station. So this story originally popped up on Reddit and it was super weird. It's about a gas station. One of the employees and the owner started noticing that motor oil was going missing. They had suspicions that it was one of their other employees, a guy named Jeremy. Never trusted Jeremy. So they looked over the security camera footage and they saw what looked like a loop because the same customer would come in every couple hours and take some motor oil. They then noticed that it wasn't a loop at all, but it was Jeremy coming in every few hours. It was super creepy. They were gonna confront him about this the next day, but he never showed up for work, like he knew that he was gonna get caught. Later, the FBI came in to ask questions about him, and he may have been linked to an arson involving motor oil and the death of an entire family back in 1996. Whew. Number 3. Cleaning home. I found this one written by Redditor Rolly Kirby Derby. She was home alone one night because her parents were out at a work function and she knew they weren't going to be home until late. She wanted to do something nice for them, so she decided to clean the whole house. She had all the lights on, she was playing music, and she started to hear a door creak open. She went to go look at it, and it was the door to her sister's room, but her sister wasn't home. Jokingly, she said, "Shut the door already," and then the door slammed shut. She freaked out, went into her room, and waited for her parents to get home. Number 2. Working from home. Here's a hot tip for people out there if you're home alone. Lock your doors. Hell, you should lock your doors even if your house is packed and you're expecting more people to come over. You don't want some lame stranger to wander into your house and kill the buzz at your party. Well, Redditor Hawk Singer was working home alone late one night, all by himself at 2 a.m. I know this list says 3 a.m., but I'm not going to care about 1 hour. I like this story too much. This is when he heard the coats move on the coat rack next to the door. This would normally only happen when someone opened the door, but it was way too late to come over, so he figured it was his cat jumping onto the coats. He went over to go grab his cats when he saw a man standing in his living room. Was he drunk? Was he crazy? We don't know. All we know is that he started yelling about where all his stuff was. He was very upset about that. So Hawk Singer had to act fast and he grabbed the katana that his mom bought him for Christmas and chased this guy out of his house. That's how you deal with problems, baby. You threaten them with a sword. And shout out to his mom for getting him the best gift that he's gonna have to hide from every single girlfriend. Number 1 on our list, haunted home. So if you're being kept awake by spirits for 6 nights in a row, you should probably start looking for some listings. Nobody likes bad roommates, living or dead. This guy was having just that happen to him and decided to vlog his whole experience. The best part about this is he said he would continue to vlog the experience if people continued to like and subscribe. If you're gonna put yourself through some spooky torment, you might as well get paid for it, baby. The freakiest part about this video is when his phone flies off the receiver.
Figure out what's going on, and it's happened a couple times already. And I don't know.
Now I understand how this guy is able to endure this paranormal punishment. He has a corded home phone. If he's willing to put up with that, that means he's willing to put up with anything. Those things are so annoying. Well everyone, that is our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, I've been Chade Arena, and I need to go to bed. Bye.